Hi everybody, and welcome to today's video. I wanted to do something really fun today, being that we are just a week away from Halloween. I wanted to fit one more little DIY in. So I did go and purchase these cute little Halloween buckets at Walmart. They were only $1.97. And I have been seeing on Pinterest, and it was just a 1990s like vintage, maybe even before then, um, in style thing to do was the paper mache buckets. And I really do, with being that I have a very, as you see, vintage, cottagey style in my home, I wanted to make my Halloween decor almost have that, bring back that vintage old style feel in my decor. So I'm gonna make them and use them just as part of my Halloween decorations. And if my grandson wants to use one later on when he's big enough, he can definitely have one. So I purchased 3 buckets. I'm gonna make different ones. I don't know quite yet if I'm gonna do just all pumpkins. There's like a kitty cat one, but I'll show you here an example of what I'm talking about. I think there was some TikTok videos that went viral on them. So I'm going to make my own paper mache from scratch, just using things that you get straight out of your kitchen, plus Mod Podge. So I'm going to be using a little bit of this. You mix it with water. You can even use a little bit of flour with water, and you're just making like a soupy paste. And some people use the fast mache or paper mache you can purchase off of Amazon too, if this is not an option for you. And then you either use newspapers, but I actually have a bunch of books that I got. They were not books I purchased or anything, just some old books laying around. They've lost their covers to them. So I'm going to actually tear out pages of these books and cut them into strips and use them for my paper mache. So let's go ahead and get to it, and we'll be painting them once they dry at the end. this one is finished. I'm just letting it dry. So this one I did with just the strips. And the other one I'm gonna do with more of a putty, but hopefully they don't take too long to dry, and then I'm gonna paint them. Probably end up changing this plastic wire out or handle out to a wire. And I don't know if I'm gonna stack one of them or not. I haven't decided. So here is the putty I made instead by just blending the book pages, hot water, and flour together. And then I'm gonna add some of the Mod Podge in it to help stick. So the putty did not work at all. It literally just slid right off. So I'm going to take my book scraps, dunk them in the putty, and kind of do what I did before, but at least now I have a thicker putty to work with. So let's try that. Here is our final 3. It's hard to see right now what their faces are going to be like, but the paper macheing is done. So we now need to wait overnight for them to dry. Hopefully they will be dry tomorrow and I can paint them. So 3 different versions. This was strictly just paper, and this was the ones with the putty, and I was running out of putty with this one. I hope everyone has a fun and safe Halloween night, and I cannot wait till next year to use these paper mache pumpkins again. They turned out so cute. And I'm gonna finish the night off with a warm
cozy chili and some cornbread. We're going to possibly carve our pumpkins and just watch some really good Halloween movies. For the rest of the night, we don't get trick-or-treaters, so we won't be passing out candy, but we'll make the best of the night. All right, everyone, take care, and we'll see you again next time. Bye-bye.